teams get set to square off in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on last year's national champions, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Longhorns offense will start this game off. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Makes the grab. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Miami's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. They're down to the 20. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Simon. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Acosta. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Finds his man. Tripped up for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Canes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to pop one on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's complete to the right. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Starts to scramble to the left. Caught near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. We're taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed.
Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the shotgun, the inside give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Dropping back, it's Acosta. Here's the pressure. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Off play action. Using the quick game. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Might be looking to run. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great sailor. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. Receivers just got to be able to make a play for him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Turning it on. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pulls it in on the right. Off and right. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Reed. Gets rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it out quickly. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Acosta. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hurricane! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get him a rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Steps away. Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him, and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. First down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They go to the draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Back to pass, it's Reed. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Punch it out of the air.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half. This Gasparilla Bowl has lived up to expectations. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Gasparilla Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jackson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, Dave, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hits him with a stiff arm. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
After 45 on its way. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You've got to be in the right place at the right time.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute open field on the right. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And they'll knock him down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Acosta. Sets up the screen. He breaks a tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He's in open space downfield. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
It's a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is he gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Carr. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Caught near the sticks. It's Carr. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Let's see what they've got on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for the loss.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's McCutcheon. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He'll pull it down and run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
To throw, it's Reed. Looking to scramble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the D denied him on second and goal. Back to pass. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. This is a money play on 3rd and goal.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lofton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Got his man. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give on the counter. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give on the option, and they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play-action fake. Finds a man on the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Canes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Acosta. Grab near the sticks. It's Lofton. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Canes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Second down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Caught close to the marker, it's Washington. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because Stat
sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his man. It's Carr. Getting behind those pads and behind the stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Hurricanes want to move quickly.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but
Found the seam on the left. And the catch and run
NFL, I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he makes the extra point. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the air, it's Reed. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Burrell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lofton. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will, throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.